I don't quite understand this method of operation. Jonathan Kuminga has been a little bit behind the power curve in terms of development. He's the kid out of Africa, hardly ever played basketball. Put him in the G League. He really grew quickly. Big 6'9" kid, shooter, a little bit streaky. Got hurt in the middle of the season. Anyhow, Golden State is facing this question: do they give him a multi-year contract extension right now, or do they just offer him a one-year called qualifying offer, which means they have a right to match anything else? Well, if that's the case, he's going to get on the open market. Somebody else can make a run at him. I've heard San Antonio. I've heard others. The question is, you're going to pay him anyhow. Why wouldn't you just sign him and prevent this from happening? What if somebody makes an obscene offer for Jonathan Kuminga based on his potential and his growth? It'd be devastating, I think, if Golden State lost him, because he's the next breed of young guys. He's not there in terms of stardom yet, but you see the flashes. Anyhow, Kuminga is going on the open market effective tomorrow. He's got a qualifying offer attached to his driver's license, which means they can match, or they can match and then sign and trade him somewhere else. But you let him get on the market, then he might go away, walk away free. So that's item one. Chicago Bulls. Lonzo Ball has been traded again. Lonzo Ball, former UCLA player for half a semester. You know about him, his father, his brothers. You know about the catastrophic injury and the knee cartilage experimental replacement surgery. Took him 2 years to come back from. Played pretty well the second half of last season when he finally got on the floor after 23 months of intensive rehab. I think he averaged 7 points, 5 assists per game, 3 rebounds. Anyhow, it's been traded to the Cavaliers in a deal for a fringe forward. So Lonzo Ball's address is going to change again. Atlanta Hawks, congratulations. This is well-deserved. He made himself an NBA candidate for a roster spot. Lamont Butler, Aztecs, who went to Kentucky, final year in the transfer portal, had a nice season for UK, signs a free agent contract, was undrafted. He winds up going to the Atlanta Hawks. Utah Jazz, Charlotte. This is a surprise trade that came down last night. Utah's traded high-scoring guard Colin Sexton. He goes to the Charlotte Hornets in a trade for Yusuf Nurkic, big centerman. Now, I'm curious if that's the front end of Utah getting Nurkic to come in as a center and moving Walker Kessler to the Lakers. Connect the dots with me on that. We'll see if that one happens. Minnesota's decided to bring them all back. Spent a lot of money to do this. In a span of 24 hours, Minnesota Timberwolves signed Naz Reid, the off-the-bench scorer, to a $25 million a year contract extension, and followed that up by giving Julius Randle 3 years, $100 million. That's $33 million per season in new math. Those two guys are staying with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And a really bad story out of Detroit, and we've not heard the end result of this. Malik Beasley, who's been a kind of a move around the league guard, but can shoot threes and all that, played for the Pistons last year. He's under investigation by the FBI for betting on NBA games in 2023 and the 2024 seasons. He could be looking at a lifetime ban. The agent says he's innocent till proven guilty. Everybody's of the opinion this guy is in a lot of trouble. How could you be a veteran player and be so stupid as to bet on NBA games when everybody knows you don't bet on games in your own sport? So, John, that's what's in the NBA notebook. Don't turn the ball over and don't shoot an air ball. Give me an opinion.
Okay, I got a couple of takes. For the Hawks, I'm thrilled for Lamont Butler. I know it's a 10-day, two-way deal, so hopefully he has a legit chance to prove himself and stick on the NBA roster. And by the way, did you notice that Keyshawn Johnson signed like a $2 million deal with the Heat? So he's going to be sticking around, Lamont's former teammate. And then the other comments, a quick one, the Detroit Pistons thing, that guy, Beasley, if that goes down, gambling, it's obviously a stupid move, but there's still it's such hypocrisy with the NBA with all of the gambling ads and the way everything is sponsored by FanDuel and DraftKings. It just comes off really bad the way they're trying to self-police the league while they're getting money put in their pocket from all these gambling contingents.
What's your thought on the Lonzo Ball situation? Kind of surprised, or he's just become a piece of baggage and journeyman?
I just remember when Alonzo Ball got drafted by the Lakers, I think, in the first round. And I remember his shot would spin sideways like planet Earth rather than having a nice backspin. But he just sort of disappeared from the radar with his, blowing out his knee. I mean, it's just a shame. But, go to Cleveland. Like we were just saying, Cleveland, maybe they're going to retool there. And then, by the way, the Kuminga thing in Golden State, wasn't Golden State sort of bouncing up against the salary cap? I mean, could they even afford to sign him?
In-house free agent, yes. You can pay whatever you want as an in-house free agent. You're prohibited from going outside. But to not make him the multi-year offer, maybe they see potential, but they don't see consistency. But boy, this is a big risk because history, John, has always proven you let a young guy with upside on the open market, somebody else takes them, the price goes up, and now you can't match it. So it's a big issue there. Okay, that's all things NBA.